Hey everybody, Nick Espinoza, your chief security fanatic here, and today I'm talking about potentially putting myself out of a job because I think that's what's coming here, at least one aspect of my job. Now, if you are a regular follower of me, you know that on top of the daily podcast videos and the nationally syndicated radio show, I also write articles for Forbes, Smerconish, and some others as well. I literally just published an article today about the FAA and their massive computer glitch that made my day at O'Hare like a living nightmare the other day, but AI is coming to basically write 90% of all digital content, and that is coming soon. Now, this is according to Nina Schick, who is an AI thought leader, and I quote, "I think we might reach 90% of online content generated by AI by 2025. So this technology is exponential. I believe that the majority of digital content is going to start to be produced by AI. You see ChatGPT, but there are a whole plethora of other platforms and applications that are coming up. What generative AI can do essentially is create new things that would have thus far been seen as unique to human intelligence or creativity. Generative AI can create across all media, so text, video, audio, pictures, every digital medium can be powered by generative AI. So I think these valuations that you're going to see for OpenAI are actually going to start to go up, and you're going to start to see even more generative AI companies which have universal applications across many industries in 2023." End quote. And I think that, quite frankly, she's honestly right. We're going to be seeing a lot more of this, for good or for bad. I've obviously talked about ChatGPT and the issues that universities are facing now with plagiarism. I'm assuming high schools as well. And so we're going to see what essentially happens here, but we're already seeing this in the reporting world. A lot of small stories, that have just basic facts and information about like the local, school winning or losing, the local football or soccer game or whatever, or the police blotter, are now being outsourced to artificial intelligences that are actually writing this as opposed to paying a human to do this. And to that point, if it is starting to become creative on the various things that it's able to do, this is going to start displacing a lot of writing, a lot of opinion pieces and all those kinds of things. And so very soon, I think what we're going to be reading, especially in news, a lot of it's going to be coming from artificial intelligence. Now, that said, there are limitations to AI. AI cannot go out into the field, and investigate things. It cannot gain sources, that it can work with to try and get whistleblowers and all those different kinds of things, although it can definitely report on a lot of the human work that we're going to do. The other side of this that I have an issue with is, as I mentioned, I write opinion pieces on this, on these kinds of things, and I don't think that artificial intelligence is going to have, let's say, the wherewithal to have, let's say, a very experienced opinion on something, especially when, you've got a person that's been in the field for decades, literally whatever field that is. Like, I've been in this field for decades myself. So I think this is going to be a very interesting thing to see. I think we're going to see where this goes, but I do think Nina Schick is correct. I do think that we're going to see more and more content being generated by artificial intelligence. One of the big concerns that I'm going to have outside of, let's say, that loss or lack of human creativity is, what is this going to look like in a political landscape? When you can program or tell the AI, hey, look at this from the right or look at this from the left and create a piece that opposes one side or the other. Now what are we doing? We're just setting the robots to war against each other here? I don't know, but the point is that we're going to see a lot of people that, as we know, suit up in their regular political jerseys and take whatever is given to them. And if we have artificial intelligence rapidly creating things like disinformation or misinformation, then we are ramping up to one serious problem. And if it cannot be attributed to a human, it may be that much harder to check, that much harder to stop, or that much harder to block. So I think there needs to be limitations on there, in the same way that you should not be able to go to a ChatGPT and say, hey, create me a script for a ransomware infection that will infect every computer and make it unique in the world. And now you've got weaponization of artificial intelligence. We're going to see people do that as well. And that is another concern. So those are my thoughts on this. I think this is an interesting one, but like I said, artificial intelligence is here to stay. And I agree with Nina Schick. It's going to continue to grow. Is it going to be 90% of all content in 2025? It may very well be. It never rests. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. We're going to get nothing but human opinions right out of this brain. Same with YouTube as well. And as always, stay safe, stay online, and please attempt to stay private. Thanks, everybody.